So, without further ado, let's look at today's daily challenge. So, for today we have Stygian Umbra. We have Soul Guard as our champion, Foreground Power and Shade Splitter as our basic cards. We have Broken Wolf, start with Volatile Gorge. Starry Suffering, friendly units enter with Days 2, and Dante's Comedy, start with Dante and 3 Dante's Candles. Whew, that sounds like a rough one. Starry Suffering is always pretty tough, but at least Soul Guard has some ways to still do things while dazed. Volatile Gorge can be nice, but it can also hurt, especially if you have blights in your deck that usually will cost 1 and suddenly cost a lot more. That's gonna be a problem. And obviously Starry Suffering doesn't really help Dante shine, so we have to see how we get through this. Looking at the scores, it seems to be indeed one of the harder daily challenges. We have scores ranging from 43k to 46k here on the first page, roughly. Yeah, so today we're probably not looking for crazy flying kills, but more trying to get through this without taking too much damage. So let's jump into the run and see how it goes. Our starting cards are Ice Tornado, Making of a Morsel and Cuttle Hex. At least they are pretty decent with Volatile Gorge. We have Talos with Rage and Armor and Slay. We have Scorch Fell and we have Sap Seraph as our bosses. Let's take a look at the relic. Mask of Penumbra or Cleansing Water. Neither one really stands out here. Mask of Penumbra isn't bad, giving us additional draw. But with the Volatile Gorge, I'm not so sure if we really need that. Cleansing Water would help a lot with trials. I think here's what we are gonna try to do. I'm gonna hope for Titan Channel Soul Guard to show up. And I think we're gonna go with Mask of Penumbra to draw more cards and get the Titan Channel Soul Guard up as soon as possible. Also, there has been a patch today and I think Titan Channel has been changed to have higher stats but require more spells cast. We'll have to see how this goes. I am not certain, but I think Titan Channel Soul Guard can't get dazed from Starry Suffering. I do know that he can't get dazed from the Covenant 10 effect on the top floor, so I just assume it works the same for the Starry Suffering. But it might be different here, because the dazed is added directly to the card itself. Well, we'll see. Non-boss enemy units get +4 attack. Sure. So how many spells can we cast this turn? 3? Not even that. Just 2. But one of them is a nice tornado. Oh, he does get dazed. Oh, no. Oh, my plan is so bad then. Yeah, this might be a problem. Oh, this hand. Give me a 1 cost, please. Just one. So I either kill the collector or I kill the bottom floor. And I can't even get Soul Guard out this turn. I wanted the collector, but oh, really? Well, at least we have the kill here. Thanks to Soul Guard being big. Titan's Gratitude, Flash Freeze, Mollusk Mage. Mollusk Mage got changed to common. Titan's Tooth is now uncommon. Feel like we need hard hitting spells like Titan's Gratitude to survive the early game. I really don't like it, but I'm gonna go with it for now. Perils of Production. As long as we have a morsel out or anything that dies, Perils of Production is always gonna be at least Ember neutral. And it's another spell we can cast. Shadow Eater can work even while dazed. Maybe that's good. Card of the Unnamed. No, I think it has to be Shadow Eater. Oh, I'm really not happy with my choice of Titan Channel Soul Guard. It's so weird that he can't get dazed by the Covenant 10 ability, but can get dazed by Starry Suffering. I think we need spell upgrades. I think we can't really rely on Dante on this one. Cost reductions are necessary. Nameless Siren. Problem is we're not gonna cast a ton of spells just because we are so limited in Ember. Holdover. Let's get a Holdover Ice Tornado. With cost reduction. Hoo-wee. That's a rough start. Mark of Invasion? Sure, we'll just take the damage. Not like there's much else we can do. Well, that's a good start at least. I wanna cast another spell, probably the Shade Splitter. Ooh. No morsel this turn. Well, I'm not getting Soul Guard out this turn, but that's fine. He's still dazed anyways. Maybe this version of Soul Guard... Are you kidding me? All 3 candles and I can't play only one of them? We're still a bit short here. Fight does go long enough that playing Dante will probably win. But making of a morsel will certainly win. Right? Dante's 12 damage extra each turn. I mean 12 damage extra already wins. Either one would have worked here, but I decided to go with Dante. Crypt Builder is pretty good. I don't hate Immortal Trade. Honestly, it's not terrible. Just put it on Soul Guard and the boss is dead. First Hell Pact. Oh, now I wish we picked up some of these Prismal Dusts. But yeah, I think that's what we want to go with here. Cold Celia. No, probably not. Yeah, let's take a Steel Pulley Claw. It's a frontline removal. We can deal with early backliners using our Shadow Eater. But we need to remove the frontliner with spells. Candle costing 3. That's not very nice. We can't set up Dante on the bottom floor, he would just die. We could have Shadow Eater be on the 2nd floor. Do want to play that on the bottom. I guess this has a chance to discard the Candle or the Crypt Builder, and either one would be nice. Oh, that was very good. Discarding the Candle there. We don't need to get Soul Guard out this turn. Instead, I think I'm gonna play some Train Stewards. Sacrifice one on the bottom floor. Sacrifice the other to Talos. Yes, she will get 25 health, but at least I won't draw the Train Steward anymore. Shade Splitter, Dante's Candle, Ice Tornado. Looks like that's the play. Uh, 19 damage on Soul Guard. We need some lifesteal on him. This guy still lives. That's annoying. I was hoping we would hit them with the Shade Splitter with the Ice Tornado twice. Soul Guard needs some help, so the Ice Tornado probably has to go on the bottom floor. Unless we block the hit with... It would have to be Dante. So that will be Dante, Perils of Production, then we have 3 Ember left. I could Ice Tornado and Crypt Builder. How much power do we need to defeat the boss? with Soul Guard. We're dealing 40 damage, 42 damage. We would need 12 turns of combat, which would require us to get a lot more health or lifesteal. Even Immortal Trade doesn't give us enough lifesteal. So maybe we can't sacrifice Dante. Maybe we need Dante's damage. But Dante isn't even gonna supply a whole lot of damage, is the problem. We can probably hit her with an Ice Tornado, so we only require like 10 turns of combat. We usually get 5 turns with the normal health on Soul Guard, plus 3 turns if we have the Immortal Trade up. It's not gonna be enough. I don't see a better way here. The Immortal Trade this turn. The Ember Drain means... The Ember Drain means we're fucked next turn. Making of a morsel once for Soul Guard does make a difference. I feel like the play is to ignore these. Next turn will be relentless combat and we are trying to win that. I can't even Immortal Trade and make a morsel. That's so bad. She has 7 attacks, so a Train Steward would give us 2 more turns of combat, while Immortal Trade would give us 3. What else can we do? Making of a morsel gives us 1 extra turn of combat, but also increases our damage by 5. Maybe it's making of a morsel Train Steward and we skip the Immortal Trade for this turn and hope to draw into it next turn. I think that seems like the most reasonable play. I hate it because... because it's still pretty bad. But with the amount of damage we are taking, we need to get the bottom floor kill. So she has to hit us. Yeah, making of a morsel gives us another turn. And another turn of combat with 5 more damage each hit. It's gonna be pretty good. Let's discard the candle. If we are taking damage no matter what we do because of Volatile Gorge plus Dante's Candles, we need to go for these bottom floor kills to have any chance. Kindle. It's gonna be good. With the first health pack, that gives us the Umbra we need. Offering Monument is also pretty tempting. Mostly with the Kindle. We need to cast a lot of spells for Soul Guard to become active once we upgrade him further. Because I think his requirements jump from 4 to 12 or something like this. I don't quite get the new curve. It's pretty wild. Yeah, it's 12 stacks now. So we need to play 4 spells each turn on average. I mean, the revenge path isn't terrible, but I feel like we can't stray from this path anymore. Cost reductions. I guess the other Ice Tornado. Titan's Gratitude with the damage upgrade. Permafrost the Kindle, perhaps? Probably not, no. I kinda wanna consume remove it, to be honest. Permafrost the Crit Builder, maybe. But we don't really have great discard. I think we skip the Permafrost. I wish we had consume removal on Kindle. The holdover consume removal Kindle is the dream. Feel like I need to spread around some more upgrades. Maybe that's fine. Just have one giant nuke in this. Second Ice Tornado with holdover. Feels not great, but it feels like the best thing we have at our disposal at this point in time. We have Shadow Eater, Making of a Morsel. Is that the best thing we can do? I think so. I actually do think so. I feel like this is a Kindle turn. It might not be. I can play Shade Splitter Perils. And then we would have 5 Ember left. 5 Ember, we could do something like Ice Tornado, Crypt Builder, Steel Pulley-Claw. Kinda want the second morsel, which means I'm probably not gonna play the Steel Pulley-Claw this turn. Just want one morsel on the bottom floor to cast the Perils of Production on. I could still go for a Kindle and play everything, if that's what I wanna do. This clears the top floor. Feel like we need to get started on this floor though. Because this guy with the Incant is hard to deal with. And we need to cast more spells on the bottom floor. Another Rubble Morsel. Well, a Rubble Morsel. That goes on the top. Yeah, the extra Ember is really nice next turn. I would love to activate Soul Guard this turn, but that's entirely impossible. Okay, this has to be a Kindle turn, right? Yep, get all the ammo we need. If we play both Ice Tornadoes on the bottom floor, we get the Soul Guard active, but then we're not killing the Clip Guardian. Never mind. We can play one Ice Tornado on the top. We don't need more morsels this turn. Well, with Soul Guard finally being active, things are looking a lot better. Just put some blockers out there. Yeah, this wins. That's fine. With this deck, every combat feels like a puzzle. Do we need an unnamed tome? Which boss are we up against? No. We're up against Scorchfell though. I'm really not looking forward to that fight. Excavation Eruption is great. That's a really good pickup. Get more cost reductions or get some removals. I think I want the cost reductions more. I mean, with the first Hell Pact, it's gotta be Gift of Gratitude, right? Especially considering we have a Kindle in the deck. Still no consume removal. Which one is more important? Excavation Eruption or Crypt Builder to have higher damage? Probably the Crypt Builder, to be honest. I think I still don't want Permafrost yet. The double stacked Immortal trait is a big help to our survivability against bosses. And I want to cost reduce the making of a morsel, I think. I think slowly but surely we are getting somewhere with this deck. I'm gonna remove a Train Sword. We very rarely have the Umbra to play those. Actually, I'm gonna remove another one. And unit center with armor 15, that makes the Shadow Eater a bit weaker. And considering he's 3 cost this turn, we might just skip it. Play the Candle, play the Offering Monument. Oh, I feel so bad not playing any spell on turn 1. We have to deal with this wave eventually. But we can't really get started on it right now. The only thing we could do to get started on it is playing the Shadow Eater. At least with 2 morsels we could kill the backliner. But in the end it's always gonna be it's always gonna be an Ice Tornado. Well, 2 more likely. Is this making of a morsel Perils of Production? Ice Tornado, Ice Tornado? probably gonna draw into more candles. But we might also draw into Excavation Eruption or Kindle. Actually, we don't even have the Ember for that, right? But we do have the Excavation Eruption, which helps. Just to draw a card here and play another spell. And I think it's Ice Tornado here and another one on this bottom floor, and then play out the candle. I think I'm gonna wait with the gift. Should be able to find a turn to play it this combat. Both Ice Tornadoes cost 0, that's nice. Let's see what we draw from them. A Crypt Builder. It's also pretty good, especially if it costs 0. And then Steel Polyclaw to get this guy out of the way. I feel like I want to play a bunch of spells this turn. Let's go. I shouldn't have done this. I should have played the Foregone Powers first. See what we discard. Maybe we have to play the candle. We don't. That means we can play Dante here. Six Ember. Well, we can make that 7 at the very least. That's 400 gold. That has to be good enough, right? Now we just build up our floor a bit more. Get the train steward out. Nope. Hold over this. Keep this around. Sure. Well, a win is a win. Dante didn't do much. It feels like flying kills are not just hard, they are almost impossible. Frenzied Swarm is good. It basically means we don't have to worry about candles. The turn we have it. Prism Retrieval. Yeah, I think that's good as well. With the Hell Pact, that means we can get the unit out for free, especially if we can fish Dante with it. Versus Horde, Unstable Vortex, Merchant of Steel. Maybe it's time to get an upgrade on Dante. Winged Steel or Refined Void? Refined Void is a nice way to keep our champ healthy, but I feel like it's gotta be Winged Steel instead. What do we want on Dante? Extra stats? Preferably a large stone, really. Maybe not. Maybe it's just this? Reroll for hard stones. Heartstone on the Offering Monument. Multi-strike on the Shadow Eater, plus 10 attack. Okay. We did get a lot of gold, so might as well use some of it. Because we're still struggling, and this upcoming fight will be tough. Crane Steward can go, and I think, as much as I hate these foregone powers, if we remove the Cuddle Hex, we have a decent chance of Prism Retrievaling Dante some point in the fight, and that's gonna be pretty decent. And the Cuddle Hex is not really good for us. Oh god, I hate Scorchfell with the Volatile Dodge. It's just the worst. Okay, we hit both of them. Thank god. Kinda wanted to Titan's Gratitude, hopefully discarding one of the Scorches, but I feel like that's too dangerous. We won't have any Scorches this turn, so... I feel like we should just activate Soul Guard this turn. I feel like I should play some Foregone Powers as well. We can finish off with a Frenzied Swarm. What else? 2 more spells. Can't play Prism Retrieval because I want to be able to finish off with the Frenzied Swarm. Even though Prism Retrieval would be good. I could have played both Candles and then played Prism Retrieval. Maybe that should have been my play. Well, we managed to get Soul Guard out pretty early, so that's good. Ah, didn't hit the Absolver, that sucks. That gives us a lot of Ember to play with this turn. No room for Dante right now. Really? Didn't hit the Absolver a single time? Well, I guess that's fine. It's about time we Prism Retrieval for Dante. Ember problems though. I mean, plus 15 attack is still solid. This guy will die. How much damage do we have on this floor? About 240. So we need 5 turns of combat against Phil. I'm not gonna get that right now. So maybe we just Immortal Trade. Immortal Trade means we are almost guaranteed to take a lot of damage. That's not worth it. I guess it's Frenzy Swarm this turn. And what else? Making of a morsel, Perils of Production, Foregone Power, perhaps? Steel Pulley Claw, maybe? I feel like we should play the Making of a Morsel. Okay. Ice Tornado helps. Well, not if it hits like that. But this guy's gonna be dazed, so he won't be adding any water to our deck. That's a lot of extra Ember. It's always good. Seven Ember just to play all the Scorches and Blights. Oh, I hate that so much. Good thing we have a strong Ember Rock economy with this deck. And we should win here. By just playing a few spells. There we go. Furnace Tap, Wretch, or Frost Effigy. Feel like it's a skip. We don't have any Frostbite except for these Foregone powers, which we aren't really using a lot, and I really want to get out of the deck, actually. Furnace Tap is good, but the Ember Drain can ruin us hard. Like, we can't deal with Ember Drain at all in this deck. And the only reason why I have the Furnace Tap at Immortal Trade, the double stacked one, is because it provides a lot of boss killing power already. And Furnace Tap will kind of do the same thing. Yeah, basically that's it. It kind of does the same thing. With Mask of Penumbra, Winged Steel and Volatile Gorge, I think we can safely go for a 5th Ember here. I don't usually do that, not even when I'm running Volatile Gorge decks, but when I'm running Volatile Gorge decks with Dante, which I would never do out of my own volition, then I guess it has to be Ember. Ember all the way. Fossilized Fangs is good, Commemorative Spike is good, but none of them really stand out. I think I'm gonna take Fossilized Fang and reroll. Higher wall. That's great. And I think that's it. What do we wanna purge? Probably a spell. Yeah. Definitely a spell. But we can only purge spells with that can actually get magic power. That sucks. Do we just not play the spell we upgrade in this fight and keep it for the final boss? Put it on Titan's Gratitude, have a 275 damage. Gratitude. Just as an emergency button. Well, 15 stacks now, but 210 stats. That alone is almost enough to beat Seraph. There's a problem with playing the Offering Monument here. Extra Ember next turn is nice. Spell Shield is actually really rough to deal with. I need to get the Offering Monument out of the deck so I can fetch Dante. And Frenzied Swarm is actually 2 more spells, so that's actually pretty good. Let's keep going. I was hoping I could keep going with the Offering Monument, but that didn't quite work out. Feel like we just Steel Polyclaw this guy. He's exactly gonna die from that. Oh no, not the Ice Tornado. I wanted that one. Glad I have this emergency button, because I feel like this is an emergency. Okay. Well, we should be able to get Soul Guard active next turn. I wanted to stop drawing cards because I could draw into the candles. 3 spells this turn. We have 1 Ember. Okay. That works out. Oh! Frenzied Swarm. Frenzied Swarm is really good. Costs 1, so I can spend 3 more Ember. Let's fetch Dante. That was a bad push. I shouldn't have done that. But honestly, it will be fine. Two candles. I'm gonna be Ember Drain next turn. We don't have to kill this guy, but I kind of feel like I should. Ember Drain 4. If I could just have that in my next hand instead, that would be amazing. Honestly, we have enough power to deal with the boss. Let's just get a little bit more because we can. Skip. Not interested in these. Oh, face tank the Scorches with... Yeah. Yeah, that would have been... would have worked. But we didn't need the Ember Drain there, so... I'll keep that in mind for Seraph. Can we even fit more upgrades onto our spells? Cost reducing the Frenzied Swarm is good. Consume removing the Kindle would be nice. That's about it. Maybe I should just go for removals, although a dupe isn't bad either. Let's go for removals. Are there any... Another Heartstone for the Offering Monument would be nice. I feel like the worst cards are certainly these Foregone Powers. What's in the store here? I don't think I need those. I'm just gonna buy a Heartstone for the Offering Monument and keep the rest of the gold for score. Consume removing Kindle and duping it. Consume removing Kindle and duping the... yeah. I like the idea of that. Not sure whether or not it would work out, but I do like the idea. Question is, do we have to kindle this turn? I feel like we do. Let's just go. Do we even have to draw to cycle through your deck to make use of the extra Ember? No, but I needed a strong first turn. That's the main problem. Okay, I like that. Oh, I do like that. course I get a candle. Ah, that was a risk. Well, it's not a problem. That's the reason we took the firewall after all, right? Only one kill? How sad. Should have played the Umbra first. The morsel. Yeah, the discard Dante, kindle it for prism, get a prism retrieval with the kindles. That was certainly a way to go, but I just wanted a strong normal deck, so to speak. Like, not going for the flying kills that much here. Just get the safe bottom floor kill without taking too many risks. We no longer need to steal fully claw at all. Days 3, so we can't use it on the front line, no. Get the extra Ember next turn. And then just Frenzied Swarm, because we don't need to do anything else. Seraph comes out next turn, so I'm gonna put the lifesteal on this turn. That's actually the morsel I wanted, just for some extra security next turn. Extra safety with these candles and stuff. We actually can play them both. Not like we really need to. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna be first place with this deck. But I feel like I'm gonna be top 10 for sure. For sure. And that's basically what I was going for when with my playstyle. not taking too crazy risk here. So actually we only had trouble with the first 3 fights, and these are not scored that high. Well, the first boss kind of is, but other than that we were flawless for the final 5 fights. So our score is solid. Nothing too crazy, but definitely solid. Our spell heavy deck with ice tornadoes, excavation eruptions, crypt builders, and the one Titan's Gratitude we had worked out really well. Didn't get too many great X cost cards after the first Hell Pact, only the Kindle and the Prism Retrieval, but they were pretty good. Of course, also the Gift of Gratitude, that helped a lot. That was 400 coins, which made a big difference. Yeah. I am not a fan of this combination. These 3 mutators together are pretty tough to work with. But it could have been worse. Yeah, puts us at 2nd place here. Let's take a look at Francis' deck. He was a lot faster than us. He went with Revenge Soulguard, which makes a lot of sense. Picked up Mask of Penumbra, Tethys Scales, Wing Technology, oh, Hell's Banners. Kind of sad I missed that, that would have been good. Commemorative Spike, Fossilized Fang, Firebox, Shadowbox, and Cuddlebeard. Wow, this guy perfected the early fights. What a monster. Titan's Tooth? Where was there a Titan's Tooth? I would have liked that. I think I didn't see it. Then again, I didn't really need it. Ice Storm also. Did he play the run before the patch and I played it after the patch maybe? That would explain some things. It just looks like that. Like it. Some bug fixes, a few balance changes. I will take a look at the patch notes in just a minute. Let's take a look at the number 3 deck. He actually got the first Hell Pact, went with Cleansing Water, went with Capacity 2 times. The Madman. Oh, he had 2 Ember Forges. Morsel Master, Morsel Master, Morsel Maker. So this guy was just feeding morsels to Dante apparently. And used Revenge Soulguard to deal with the early waves, perhaps. Okay, I can respect that. But these guys not taking damage in the first fight is kind of crazy. He duped the Dante's Candle. Huh.